All right. Why does traditional vocal training suck? Because if you ask any singer if their success reflects the amount of vocal training they've had, I can guarantee you that every single one of them will say one of two things. Either they have spent a lot of time and money on voice lessons and they still don't have the success and the opportunities they really want, or they've had some lessons here and there, but they've never really stuck with it because they weren't getting the improvement and the results that they needed, so they're still on the bench. So I'm walking the dog and I'm like, yeah, this is because the way that singers are currently trained does not work. Like, so many singers have been burned by this current system, and it's been failing singers for decades now. And so maybe you've also been a casualty of this flawed system. And guess what? It's not your fault. But this is something that we all need to consider carefully if we want to be able to make a huge impact with our voice and our singing in a really big way. And so here's what I know. Singers do not just show up to their training needing vocal technique. They've also got tons of emotional blocks and loads of mind trash that are preventing them from singing like a, amazing person, succeeding at the level they want. And so here's some things to consider. Why do you keep having the same technique issues over and over again, despite God knows how much time that you have been working on them? Do you ever wonder that? Like, why do you nail it when you're on your own in your own practice, but you can't ever seem to deliver the same thing when it counts in an audition or a performance? Do you ever wonder why there's so many talented singers who go unrecognized? Your window of opportunity to understand these things, guys, is closing. And the longer you wait, the longer you stay in a system of training that's been failing you and preventing you from having that sound, that career, and the life you really want, the longer that will be. So learning technique is just step one. And unfortunately, that's where traditional training begins and ends. So to be a successful singer, you also need to know how to stand out from the competition, what it takes to make an impact when you sing, how to consistently nail it every single time, and how to let go and get out of your own way. You also need to know how to compete in a very crowded market with people who are more successful, more well-known, maybe more connected than you without flinching. So you need to know how to get past step one, because technique is not enough. And I want to teach you a different system, a different paradigm, where we're not just training your technique. We don't just stop at step one. We train your mind, we train your body, we train your instrument, we train your artistry. Because I know and have real client and world results to prove this, that is what's essential to enable big sustainable careers, to catalyze all those things. So on February 26th, I'm giving you guys an opportunity to experience this kind of training for yourself for free. Yes, for free, in our 5-day Vocal Powerhouse Accelerator training. It's February 26th to March 1st, because traditional training just doesn't cut it anymore. And so you got to train a different way. And so if you want to experience that for yourself, then come to our free training event. Comment workshop, and I'll DM you the link to register. Bye, everybody.